Until the development of the slate industry during the 18th century, the surrounding areas consisted of agriculture, which was associated with the sea, namely fishing and transportation. Slate quarrying had existed for over 100 years by small groups of men who paid an annual fee of 20 shillings to the landowners for quarrying slate. The landowners, who previously regarded the sites of a mountain as only suitable for grazing sheep, realized its potential. From the end of the 18th century, and for the following 100 years, the slate industry of North Wales gradually became very important to the local economy. At its peak, the Dinorwig quarry employed over 3,000 men. After 1890, the production of slate became less, as did the number of employees. The Dinorwig quarry was one of the largest slate quarries in the world. Today, the scars of the terraces on the side of the Lido mountain, along with the tips of slate waste, are a silent testimony to the industrialization of this part of the North Wales Valley. The quarry was once the major source of income for many surrounding communities, including Llanberis, Dinorwig, and as far away as the Isle of Anglesey. The slate quarrymen were a special breed of highly skilled workers who labored in the face of the prevailing elements, forever running the risk of death, ill health, and serious injury.
Yn ddechreuais yn y chwaral 1940, 1940. A mi oedd fel taniwr de, stwchar mewn ffordd de. A 5 diwrnod a hanner o waith. A 14 o chrogi, mae'n dydio heddiw 75 pence de. Am 5 diwrnod a hanner de. O, fel ni'n gweithio rhan fwyaf lot o dwydd glyb de. Dwydd glyb ag. O'ch chi'n trio mynd allan pen eira bob dim de. O, y rhew oedd y peth gweitha ni de. O'ch chi'n methu troi'r pwynt a dim byd de. Wedi o'n i'n gweld cerad i fyny topiau de. Wedi pedesi nôl o'r armi, o'n i'n gweld cerad i fyny danio, banio falle de. Wedyn 3/4 awr o... O'ch chi'n cael tal am 3/4 awr. Hanner coron adag yno de. 12.5 pence. Oedd o heddiw de. Am danio 3/4 awr de. Wyt ti wedi gweld yr pen domenydd yn Nanperis o hwnnw, fan oedd yr ybys yn mynd i gyd de. Wedyn oedd ben o sledeidia, yn cael ei lawr i'r sedia. Wedyn oedd cael ei trin yn y sedia, a wedyn cael ei symud i lawr i'r doc i fach ddi. Wedyn oedd wacheni 4 wachen ar bob truck ac i lawr i Felin Heli. Wedyn yn cael transportio Felin Heli bob dost wedi Holland a Germany falle de.
Wel, oedd ddim yn rhywle gweithio yn y shed ar ddwrnod glawog. Oeddech chi dan do, ond pan symudus i weithio o'r shed i bonc Ben Garrett, ambell i ddwrnod, oedd hi ddim ffit i gifod allan, oedd hi'n bwrw gymaint, ond o rai chi drio cael llechi o'r bonc i lawr i'r shed i gadw'r hogiau fynd, Ac yn aml iawn, oedden ni dat y crwyn, gorfod mynd allan a sacs ag ynoch chi lychu'n y shed. Chach chi ddim pres ar ddiwan y mis, oedden ni'n cael fatha rhyw fath o cyfri mowr yn alw. Bath eitha bonars ydi o. A wedyn, oedden ni'n trio cael y bonars yma bo mis. Oedden ni'n mynd i'r bonc amball i fora yn y gia, claddu, chwilio am y ger, mwrthwr, y cyn, a beth bynnag y coaches a ddallu, a gordd ar hys a bod yn yr eira. Nes yna crampia mawr ar eich dilwch ia, a trio gafal yn y mwrthw ac yn y cyn. O weithio yna'r llithro i ffwr, o neipyn bach o rew wedi bod ar y goes y mwrthwl. Oedd hi'n galad iawn yna, weithio tyllu'n y clwgwyn, a eitha wynt mawr, a baw man yn disgyn o'r top ar yn penna ni. A trio llwytho wageni a beth felly, a rhirau yd y clytiau mi gyd. Oedd hi'n galad iawn yn dweud i wir.
The normal crew of quarrymen would be 2 rockmen, a splitter and a dresser, and occasionally 1 or 2 journeymen, young boys learning the craft. After the rock face had been blasted with gunpowder, one of the crew would work on the rock face with a crowbar, levering off the giant slabs loosened by the blast. Splitters would then split the rock to a manageable size with a hammer and chisel.
Tadi'r sgwar yn ddigon mawr I hofia ni. Y mae Saeson wedi methu torri calon hofia Cymru. Tadi'r sgwar yn ddigon mawr I hofia ni.
Oeddech chi fan o'n rhaff gyda chi amdanach. A di cael ei chymryd fel yn honno the life support chi. Sa rhywbeth yn digwydd a honno mynd i'r gwylod. Ac oedd i'r rhewi toedd. Oeddech chi... Oedd o'n le glydd byna te. A gyda hwnnw'r rhewi ac yn beri bywyd te. Beri bywyd. O na, swn i, dwi'n meddwl, swn i byth wedi mynd i'r twll, i'r galeries. Cos o'n i, oedd yn had o fyna, oedd ni'n gweithio ystad y ffôn gilydd. Ond no we, swn i wedi mynd i hwnnw. Ac oedd, a peth oedd chi, yna hi yr lefal o'n, ac oedd yr haf, just dros yr ochr fel ac oeddech chi'n balansio anni hewan, ac oeddech chi'n swingio eitha mwynci yn i chi. A ddinion mwynci. Ac yn tynnu efo wir, o'r rhai chi dynnu bethau oedd o'n lws, chodd o ddisgyn yna chi te. Oeddech chi ar ôl seithi, oeddech chi gorfod mynd rownd wedyn. A, fanna, gafon yna lot I lladd te. Tamad, lla bod chi'n wthi fa yma, ddim yn sylweddoli bod dyn wrth I benno yn mwy rhydd, ac eitha'n tynnu gwylod. O dwi'n gwybod am ddau, gafodd ei lladd felly yna te. O welis i'r mwynhau nhw te, dwi'n gwybod bod nhw wedi cael ei lladd te.
Quarrymen working high on the galleries would load the slabs onto wagons, which were pulled by small steam engines on a narrow gauge line to the incline head. From there, the wagons were transported down the inclines in groups of 4. Full wagons at the top and empty ones at the bottom.
Wel, oeddan ni'n gofod naddu'r cerig, oeddan ni'n gofod... Cerig oeddan ni'n galw, dim llechi, oeddech chi'n galw nhw'n llechi. Cerig oeddech chi'n galw nhw, oeddan ni'n gofod naddu ac pleru a trin a llifio y cerig a'i hollti nhw, wrth gwrs. Naddu nhw wedyn ar ôl i hollti nhw, ynda. Oedd o'n andros, oeddech chi yn gorfod gwachad graen y garag ac oeddech chi'n mynd cael llifio nhw rwsyd. Rhaid i chi iwsio pric mesur i fesur eich pilar. Fedrach chi gael 2 glwt o 20 clwt oedd un darn ar gyfer ei hollti. Os gael chi 2 ddarn am 20 ohono fo, neu 2 ddarn am 24 modfedd, de. Fedrach chi ddim llifio nhw rwsyd. Rhaid chi feddwl ac wneud eich sym allan 3 grot oedden ni'n gael am brynsis ac swllt a 10 oedden ni'n gael am 20. Ydyn oeddech chi eisiau wneud eich sym i fyny cyn penderfynu be oedd mesur y pilar i gael i lifio. Ac os oeddech chi'n lifio fo ar y gollad, wrth gwrs o pawb yn mynd i golli oedd yn y fargan. O'na dipyn o waith. Wel, sy'n ni'n dweud syms yn y peth hefyd ynda. O rhaid i ni wneud o felly ar gyfer y gora oedden ni'n gael ar gyfer cyflog y mis.
The quarry ran on a bargain system. The bargain was a piece of rock about 6 meters square. Members of these bargain teams were trained to work on the galleries. A certain sum would be paid for good rock, a lower for the rubble. The wages of all members of the team depended on the results of this bargaining. Without any surprise, this system was open to all sorts of manipulation.
Calad, dachrau llyd. Wel, gosoddach chdi'n gwneud hyn a hyn o lychu. Oeddach chdi'n cael gwneud y gyflog, oedd y mistar yn talu i chdi. A beth bynnag oedd dros ben, oedd y mwrw oedden nhw'n galw 2 llechan, a 1 oedden nhw'n cyfri hynny. Ac oeddech chdi gorfod gwneud 2 rhywle i gael 1 te, ond oeddech chdi gwneud y cyflog i fyny i ddechrau y fanna. A unwaith oeddech chdi wedi gwneud beth bynnag o. Ond o drwg o. Oeddech chdi beth i'n meddwl amdano fo rwan. Oedd o'n gwneud sens te. Sa ti'n meddwl, oeddech chdi'n cael pris gynnyn nhw ac yn dweud, reit, o hyn a hyn ydy'r pris. Os oeddech chdi'n gwneud fatha gormod mewn ffordd, ydy bod yn lwcus, ydy cael mis da, ydy bod yn sych, a wedi cael llechi da sy'n ddod i lawr i'r shed i gael i trimio i fyny a bethau felly. Ac os oeddech chdi'n gwneud gormod, oedd yn tynnu dy bris di lawr. Y beth oedd y dda chwarae chi? Oedd pawb helpan nhw'i gilydd. Te. Rwy'n dod yna, oedd yn eisiau gwneud, dydwch chi, rhyw bris, special bris ddeuda ni wan te, a dim digon o lychu. A fydden nhw'n dod ata, cwylu mae hyn nhw'n had, cwyl, sgyn ti glwt gai. A clwt, dim clwt, pisyn o lechan ydi hwnnw, tha bloc, de. A ta'n dweud, iawn, dwi wedi gorffan, te. A fydda fo gyrra'n mynd mis nesaf at y llall, te. Ond yna rhywbeth yn chwarae rhwng y dynion eu hunan, chi. Ewan nhw, fel dwi wedi dweud, oedden nhw'n ddynion clyfar a ofnadwy. Bechod yna fysa yna fasiwn beth, cos peis i chwarael, mynd nes i am bod gen i 2 chwaer. A dyna ddim digon o bres yn dod i bethau te. Ond dwi'n mynd eich sôn i wedi mynd yn broffesor na dim byd. Ond dyna oedd y reswm bod fi yn gorfod mynd i helpu fan had.
When the wagons were transported down from the inclines, they were then pulled to the bottom of the quarry and taken to the big cutting sheds. At the sheds, the slabs were sawn, split, and dressed into slates.
Wel, oedden ni'n gweithio mewn llwch difrifol yna, yn ewedig yn hwyrach yn ymrentisiad, lle fi rhaid mi fynd ar y graig i twll oedden ni'n alw, a gweithio i twll efo'n had. Ond cyn hynny, o'n ni'n gweithio wrth gwrs yn y shed, lle oedd yna lwch llifio, a llwch hollti, a llwch naddu. Ac oedd y llwch fel pwdwr o dan eich traed chi, fedra chi ddim osgoio. O rhaid i chi anadlu, doedd gynnon ni masgs, doedd yna neb yn cael masg. O hwnnw mewn air, oedden nhw'n wybod amdano fo. Wedyn, felly, oedd yr cyflwr gwaith yn ddifrifol i sbio nôl yno fo heddiw. Sa chi'm yn cael gwneud heddiw yma. Ac oedden ni'n mewn shed sinc drwy'r gaea, ac oedden ni'n dechrau, wel, hanner awr 7 yn y bora, tan 5 yn os. Ac oedd y trydan yn isal iawn yna, dyna fawr o drydan yna, ond digon i droi'r shed oedd o. A doedd yna ddim gres o gwbl, dim gres. Ac oedden ni'n gweithio yna ar dywydd mwyaf difrifol welach chi rioed yn y gaea. Ac oedden ni fyny hannar i mynydd yr lidir, ydych chi'n gweld, yn ganol y garat yn gweithio. Ac oedd y stormydd yn ddifrifol yna. Ond oedden ni'n gorfod cario ymlaen. Ac oedd hi'n waith ar rei oedd yn gweithio ar y graig. Oedden nhw wrth gwrs yn gorfod rhoi gorau efo'r hew ac yn cymryd egwyl, ond gyda oedd yr hew yn dadmar, oedd y graig yn symud, ydyn oedd yna berig ofnadwy. I chi gael rhwb, oedden ni'n alw fo ffôl, os ydych chi'n alw fo'n Saesneg wrth gwrs. Ydyn oedd hynny'n digwydd pan oedd y graig yn symud efo'r hew yn chwyddo de. Ac fel oedd yr hew yn dadmar, oedd y graig yn dieddol o fod yn ansicr ac yn ansefydlog, oedd hi'n berig.
Ar ddiwa mis yn aml iawn, o'ch chi gael hynna un o lechi yn y shed. A be oedd yn digwydd o hogia twll yn mynd i lawr i helpu'r hogia yn y shed i dro. Os rhag oeddech chi medru, lla bod ar fargan gosau chi, bod yr hogia hynny wedi cael y target, oedd yn data chi i helpu chi i gael y target. O pawb yn helpu gilydd, ond am cymnigan o gwbl na de. Dim o gwbl, oedd y le difyr iawn, oedd y le digon afiach i weithio efo llwch a bethau felly, a'r oer ni, a'r gwaith cerdded a dim dŵr y poeth i folchi na dim byd felly. O, dwi'n cofio adag arall i fyd yn Bwngsaf Raich yn y cynnu. O'na yn smawr ar y stofs yna. Ac oedd y dŵr yn slon dod o tap, a methu dall mewn matar, a pen agorwyd yr yrn a sbio fewn i, yna chwlsa mawr di mynd i fewn i, ac oedd wedi cael ei berwi, a darn o honno oedd wedi mynd i'r tap, dyna pam o'r dŵr yn mynd dod allan ne.
The cabin was a place where all the quarrymen would come together to have their lunch and discuss the issues of the day. The men would always have a chairman who would try to resolve any disagreements that arose within the quarry. His word would be the final word. The chairmen were good public speakers and often of high standing as deacons and local councillors. To be elected cabin chair was a privilege and would raise their status in the community.
O ia, wedi mi gael y swydd wan o hel y pres y caban ma. Fys i swydd arall o hel undab chwarelwr y Gogledd Cymru hwn. A fi a Brynliol Amberison yn hel y pres yr undab ma. Ac oedden ni'n mynd a'n hwy i Ganarfon, i Secontium Teras unwaith y mis, i bancio, i fan oedd yn mynd â nhw. A wedyn swydd i mi wedyn, fi sy'n arwain lot o'n oswythiau'r llawan yn y 60au ac yng ngerddas dyfodau beth felly. O ges i swydd fel llywydd caban. Ac wrth wrando ar eich hen ogia wedi bod yn llywyddio ymlaen i, dwi'n credu na felly ddoes i ymlaen i fynd ar lwyddfan a gwynebu cynulleidfa a medru siarad i pyn bach yn gyhoeddus adag hynny. Oedd o'n brofiad ofnadwy o coleg y chwaral maen nhw, coleg y lychan las ac oedd hi'n berffaith wir, ond na ddynion galluog ofnadwy nhw. Efo bob dim yn ysgrifennu penillion, oedd nhw deud hanesion, medru deud storis da. Oedd nhw ddynion diwylledig ofnadwy de.
When the slate was cut and dressed, they were loaded onto wagons which were taken to Gilfachfi, which was the heart of the Dinorwig Quarry. From there, they were transported on larger steam engines on a 7-mile line between Gilfachfi and Penscoins near Port Dinorwig. When the train arrived at Penscoins, the wagons of slate were transported down an incline to the dry dock in Port Dinorwig. From here, the slates were shipped to other parts of the country and as far away as Ireland and Europe. The Second World War further affected the slate industry as the demand for building slates fell considerably, and many of the quarrymen enlisted in the army. The North Wales slate industry never really returned to the level of productivity it had enjoyed at the turn of the century. In August 1969, the Dinorwig quarry closed without warning, and the 350 workforce of men who left for their annual holidays were not aware that they would never again return to the quarry.
A way of life for a whole community has ended with the closure of the Dinorwig slate quarries. Llanberis, Llanrug, Deinolin, Pensarwain and other villages who have sent their men and boys to work in Dinorwig for over 2.5 centuries have over the years watched its labour force dwindle from 3,000 men to 300. Now there are none. The last of the orders that have trickled through from contractors in this country are being dispatched. But these will remain here at Dinorwig. These piles of crates neatly stacked up, ready for a cancelled journey to France, are mute witnesses of why the quarry failed. Dinorwig was geared to production for the French market after the majority of this country had rejected its product as too expensive. Up to March, the quarry was exporting 40% of its production to France. When de Gaulle went, all orders were cancelled. But a promise was given that in September, France would take double the amount she had been taking. On August the 7th came another message. Well, perhaps not double the amount, but certainly just as much as before. A few days later, the franc was devalued, and the curt message came through: no more slates. And so these crates, crammed with the small red slates that France likes, but this country doesn't, remains at the disposal of the receiver. So does the quarry's rolling stock, brought down from the top of the quarry for the eyes of potential buyers. The houses that quarry officials live in, but owned by the quarry, are also to be sold. The tenants given notice to quit. The quay at Port Dinorwig, from where so many slates were exported to France, still piled up with the now useless French slates, will also have to be sold, if it hasn't been sold already. And the men whose fathers, grandfathers and great-grandfathers worked at Dinorwig Quarry, what happens to them? I put this question to the former manager of the Marchlan Slate Quarry, opened by Dinorwig in 1961, Mr. Owen Wilson.
Well, what's to be left for them in this area? When you think that 50% of the men of the labour force, their ages are over 50, and 75% of them, I would think, well over the 40s.
And of course they've been in slate quarrying all their lives.
All their lives, their fathers and grandfathers before them.
How did the men take it?
Well, it was, of course, in this locality, there are a lot of rumours being going around, but it did come as a shock, the ultimate closure. There was always a hope that somebody would take over and keep the quarry going.
What will happen to the quarry now, Mr. Wilson, in your opinion?
Well, unless some consortium or some group of companies take it over, I think that the only thing that's left is slow stagnation.
Do you think it'd be worth taking over?
Well, I wouldn't be prepared to answer that.
Dinorwig placed too much faith in the vagaries of French politics. But the real tragedy is that in the final analysis, it was not only the frank that ended the life of this 250-year-old quarry, but we ourselves contributed to the ending of a Welsh way of life by steadfastly refusing to buy its products, thus consigning the largest open slate quarry in the world to the pages of the Welsh history books.
Today, the old quarry remains virtually unchanged, with heavy machinery and men's possessions still where they had left them. The remaining industrial memorabilia will remain for many years as a reminder of what the quarry workers had to endure for almost 2 centuries.
What you've